Good morning students. Today our topic is fundamental rights of Indian Constitution. The introduction. Fundamental rights are given in part 3rd of the Constitution from Article 12 to Article 35 in part 3rd of the Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution was adopted on 26th of November 1949 and then it was enforced or it was put into effect on 26th of January 1950. The fundamental rights guaranteed that every citizens of this nation live a life of peace and harmony throughout the territory of India, and these were considered to be essential for the development of the individual and for the development of our society also. People of all race, religion, caste or sex have been given the fundamental rights without any kind of discrimination, and for the enforcement of our fundamental rights we can move to the Supreme Court, we can move to the High Court also. Now let's move to the what is the meaning of the fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are those basic human rights which are given to us by our constitution, and our constitution gives the guarantee that our fundamental rights will be given to us. They are applied to us without any discrimination of any kind on the basis of the religion, on the basis of the caste, on the basis of language and all of the things. Second things, the fundamental rights are enforceable by the courts. It is the duty of the Supreme Court as well as of the High Court that our fundamental rights should be given to us without any discrimination. Next thing, we are moving to the definitions of the fundamental rights. We are having the two definitions of fundamental rights. First one is of Bosanquet. Bosanquet says a right is a claim that is recognized by the society and then enforced by the state. It means a right is that claim which is recognized by the society, and then the right which is recognized by the society will be enforced by the state to given to the citizens. Now let's move to the second definition given by the Harold Laski. Harold Laski says rights are those conditions of social life without which no man can seek himself to his best. It means that rights are those conditions, rights are those necessary constraints for an individual life without which no man can develop himself to his fullest. Next, why these rights are called as fundamental rights? We have two reasons that why these rights are called as fundamental rights. First reason is that these rights are included in our constitution and our constitution guarantees the fundamental rights to us. Second reason is that the fundamental rights are justiciable. For the enforcement of our fundamental rights, we can move to the High Court, and we can also move to the Supreme Court for the enforcement of our rights if anybody encroaches it. Now, we have total 6 fundamental rights in our constitution. The first one is that is the right to equality. Second one is right to freedom, and the third one is right to exploitation. Now we have the fourth fundamental right, that is right to freedom of religion. Fifth is cultural and educational rights. Sixth one is right to constitutional liberties. Basically, in total we have these 6 fundamental rights in our Indian constitution which are given to us.